6 p.m. Pakistan's Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Zahra Sikandar. First, the headlines. Prime Minister greeted Eid greetings in exchange with presidents of Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan today and discussed mutual cooperation in diverse sectors. The Minister for Industries and Production says government has made elaborate arrangements to keep sugar price stable across the country. The Minister of State for Interior will represent Pakistan at the Border Security Summit being held in London from tomorrow. And the Central Ru'yat-e-Hilal Committee is meeting in Islamabad this evening for sighting of Shawwal moon. All parties here at conference has urged international human rights organizations to play their role in the early release of Kashmir's languishing in Indian jails. And Israeli forces in their unabated air strikes martyred 20 Palestinians in Gaza today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif held telephonic conversation with President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev today and exchanged Eid greetings. The Prime Minister conveyed his heartfelt greetings to and warm wishes to the President, his family, and the brotherly people of Azerbaijan while praying for the continued peace and prosperity. The two leaders reaffirmed their shared resolve to further strengthen the deep-rooted fraternal ties between the two countries. Shehbaz Sharif said upcoming visit of President Ilham Aliyev would be a landmark in Pakistan-Azerbaijan relations, as both sides would be signing mutually beneficial investment agreements to the tune of $2 billion, marking a new chapter in the strategic partnership between the two countries. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif also held a telephonic conversation with the Uzbekistan President Shavkat Mirziyoyev and extended Eid greetings to him and prayed for the peace and prosperity of people of both the countries. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev reciprocated the warm sentiments for the Prime Minister and people of Pakistan. The two leaders expressed their satisfaction at the positive momentum of bilateral ties following the Prime Minister's successful visit to Uzbekistan in February. They reaffirmed their commitment to remain closely engaged for ensuring regular follow-up on the important decisions taken during the visit to further strengthen Pakistan-Uzbekistan cooperation across multiple spheres. The roadmap of mutually identified targets has been devised by the two sides to track progress and bilateral cooperation for each area. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says Pakistan is committed to promote eco-friendly manufacturing to reduce environmental impact. In a message on International Day of Zero Waste being observed today, he said Plastic Waste Management Action Plan is eliminating single-use plastics, encouraging biodegradable alternatives, and expanding recycling efforts. Prime Minister also reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to a cleaner, healthier, and more sustainable future. This year, theme of the day is towards zero waste in fashion and textiles, which focuses on urgent need to take action to reduce the waste impact from the fashion and textile sector. Minister for National Food Security Ranat Mir Hussain says the government has made elaborate arrangements to keep sugar prices stable across the country. Talking to media persons in Muridgate today, he said Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is regularly monitoring sugar prices. He said that if necessary, strict action will be taken against holders after Eid. The minister said economic indicators and positive international rating agencies and institutions have acknowledged the economic growth in Pakistan during the last 2 years. He also appreciated the initiatives taken by the Chief Minister of Punjab for welfare of the people and development in the province. The minister said that armed forces and the government are on the same page and war against terrorists will definitely be successful. Minister of State for Interior Dalal Chaudhry will represent Pakistan at the Border Security Summit 2025 being held in London from tomorrow. 40 countries, including a delegation from Pakistan, will participate in this summit. The Minister of State, currently in London, stated today that Pakistan is committed to cooperating against the organized crimes. The messaging will discuss international cooperation, supply routes, criminal finances, and online adverts for dangerous journeys and human trafficking. Illegal foreigners and Afghan citizen card holders have been asked to voluntarily leave Pakistan by tomorrow. The government has given a deadline for voluntarily repatriating ending tomorrow. The government has assured that no mistreatment will occur during the process, and it has made arrangements for food and health facilities for those returning. As of now, the total number of returnees stands at 884,261. This is Radio Pakistan. The Central Rute Hilal Committee will meet in Islamabad this evening for sighting of Shawwal 1446 Hijri Eid al-Fitr moon. Chairman of the committee, Maulana Muhammad Abdul Khabir Azad, will preside over the meeting. The zonal Rute Hilal committees will also meet separately at their respective headquarters for shift sighting the Eid al-Fitr moon. All parties here at conference has expressed deep concern over continued unlawful detention of thousands of Kashmiris languishing in jails for opposing India's illegal occupation of their homeland. The APHC spokesperson Advocate Abdul Rashid Minhas, in a statement in Srinagar, said that Hindutva-inspired BJP Indian government is deliberately prolonging the detention of Kashmiri leadership and other prisoners to victimize them for their political beliefs. The statement said the regime has arrested thousands of Kashmiris, including youth and women, in the occupied territory since its illegal and unilateral actions of August 5, 2019. The APHC leadership has urged the international human rights organizations to play their role in the early release of the Kashmiri detainees. He lamented that the Kashmiri prisoners are confined to the cells and denied adequate food and proper medical treatment in Indian jails. APHC spokesperson also noted that India is violating Geneva Convention on prisoners' rights by carrying out extrajudicial killings of innocent civilians in illegally occupied Indian Jammu and Kashmir to pressurize them and break their resolve for freedom. He urged the international community and global human rights organizations to take note of unlawful detentions in the territory and raise their voice for the release of illegally detained Kashmiris. China, South Korea, and Japan have agreed to closely cooperate for high-level talks on a free trade deal to promote regional and global trade. This was stated in a statement released after the meeting of Seoul, seeking to facilitate regional trade. The ministers met ahead of Trump's announcement on Wednesday of more tariffs. They also agreed to hold their next ministerial meeting in Japan. The United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has extended Eid al-Fitr greetings to Muslims across the world, but with a heavy heart, noting that millions of Muslims would mark the occasion out of war and displacement. He expressed the greetings on social media X. His message came as Palestinians in Gaza, Kashmiris under Indian occupation, Rohingya refugees, people in Sudan, and other conflict-affected Muslim populations face violence and humanitarian crises. Israeli forces in their unabated airstrikes martyred 20 Palestinians, including women and children, celebrating the first day of Eid al-Fitr in Gaza today. According to health authorities, the Palestinian martyrdom toll in Israel onslaught since October 7, 2023 has risen to over 61,700. The second one-day international three-match series between Pakistan and New Zealand will be played in Hamilton on Wednesday, and the match will start at 3 a.m. Pakistan Standard Time. New Zealand lead the series 1-0. Finally, the weather. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while hot in plain areas during the next 12 hours. To end the news, here again are the headlines. Prime Minister is in Eid greetings exchange with presidents of Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan today, discussed mutual cooperation in diverse sectors. The Minister for Industries and Production says government has made elaborate arrangements to keep sugar prices stable across the country. The Minister of State for Interior will represent Pakistan at the Border Security Summit being held in London from tomorrow. The Central Rute Hilal Committee is meeting in Islamabad this evening for sighting of Shawwal moon. All parties here at conference has urged the international human rights organizations to play their role in the early release of Kashmiris languishing in Indian jails. Israeli forces in their unabated airstrikes martyred 20 Palestinians in Gaza today. With this, we come to the end of the news for the moment. For more news and analysis, visit our website radio.ui.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.